Welcome everyone to my page. My name is Nkiruka Roots Chijoke, also known as Nikki's House. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also hit the notification button to get notification whenever I post new videos. And also on my Facebook page, please please like my videos, and also hit the notification button to always get notification whenever I post new videos. So I'll be using 0.50 fishing line, and also the size of bead I'm using is pairs bead. They are pairs and is size 12, and I've been using only scissors. So I'll be going through this bead with 4 beads. So I'll throw in 4 beads and use one to cross. That's 3 beads and one I'll use it to cross. That means I'll put it through a hole and then I'll pass it through the other hole, and that's crossing. I'll cross the bead and it will turn out to be this 4. Look at it, 1 2 3 4. It will come out this way. When you see the beads this way, then the next thing you're going to do is you throw in a particular bead through another hole, you throw in 1 bead through another hole, and you use one to cross. It will give you another 4. So after doing that, you repeat that process. So all you have to do is repeat that process. So what you do now is you throw in bead, a particular bead, 1 bead into the string, and you throw in another bead into another string, and then you have to cross it. When you done crossing it like this is how you cross it. It comes out like this. So what you put is 3 beads, one in a particular string, one in another particular string, then you use one to cross. When we started with 4 beads. You throw in 4 beads and use one to cross. That it will give you 4 beads. Then now you start with 3 beads. You throw in 2 and use one to cross. You get. So you continue this process till you get to the point you need the bead to be at. So you continue this process till you get the bead to the point you need it. So now you've gotten to the point you want. You have to count. Let's count together. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So we count to 9. So that 9. Now we are going to pass 3 beads through this hole. So we're going to pass 3 beads through this hole. We're going to pass 3 beads through this hole. We're going to pass 2, then use one to cross. We're going to pass through to the left side of the bead and use one to cross. So now we are going to cross the bead and we drag it. Now you will see that we have torn. This is turning point for us because we are making a bag. Let's not forget that we are making a bag. So this is a turning point for us where we are going to turn. And now we continue. And now we continue with just 2 beads. You get. So watch. 1 2 is already here. So you pass the thread, that's the fishing line, through the first bead you can see. Then after passing the thread, be very careful because sometimes it's very difficult. After passing the thread, you drag it. Then now you're going to be putting only 2 beads. You drag it to see, look at what now you see we now have 2 beads, 1 2. So what we are going to do now is we're going to pass just 2 beads. Those 2 beads, now you're going to pass it through the fishing line or the thread. You can call it the thread. Through the fishing line or the thread. Then you cross it. use one to pass, then use one to cross. Now you see, I'll cross it now and I will drag it. After dragging it, you see, we are building the bag. We are building layers of the bag. This is called matting. We are matting the layers of the bag. This is the layer of the bag. So we are going to repeat this process. We are going to repeat this process till we get to the exact matching point we want. The exact size of the bag we want. Sorry, the exact size of the bag we want. So we are going to repeat this process. 2 beads, you throw one in, you use one to cross. 2 beads, you throw one in, you use one to cross. 2 beads, you throw one in, use one to cross. That's what you're going to do here. So after doing that, you still pass it on till we've gotten to the point we want. So we're going to repeat this process. You're going to go through the first bead you can see. Then after passing the thread or the fishing line through the first bead you can see, then you drag it. Then you put in one bead and use one to cross. So what you do now is you put in one bead, you take one of the string, you put in one bead, and then you use one to cross. I've already said this over. So we're going to continue this process till we get to the point, or to the amount of space we want to give between the bags. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. So we're going to continue this process. So you drag. When you drag, then you continue this process. You put another layer of the bead over and over and over and over until you get to the point you want to stop. So when you get here, you're going to still repeat the process. You're going to pass one one bead through the fishing line, and then you're going to cross it with the extra one bead. But this place, this at this junction, this ending part, you're going to use the last part, that's this other side of the rope, and pass it through the first bead you can see, the last first bead you can see. After passing it through there, you drag it. Then now you're going to use this other side of the fishing line, this one I'm tapping at. Then you're going to use your bead and pass through that one I'm tapping at. Then use another one to cross it. You get, use another one to cross it. That particular bead I'm tapping at now, that's what you use. Then use another one to cross it. Then it's going to give you this exact shape. Then you're going to start again, 2 beats and one, 2 beats and one. So that's what we are going to do now. My fishing line finished, so I had to, restart. So we are using point 160. That's the fishing line we're using, point 160 fishing line. So we're going to continue from where we stopped. Now we want to build the bag. We have gotten what we want. So let's count. We have 3, side 3, then 9. You get, so 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's what we have. So what we are going to do now is we're going to create the bead. We'll start with 3. That's the 3 bead we're starting with. So you're going to throw in 3 beads. You're going to throw in 3 beads, then you use one to cross by the right side of the bead, I guess. So you're going to throw in 3 beads, then you use this one now to cross. So we are trying to build up the bead. You see, it has stand. Did you see what just happened? Yes. So it will stand when you do that. It will stand. Then you pass it again through the first bead you can see. So you pass it through that bead. I hope you can see that bead. So you pass it through that first bead you can see. After doing that, you bring it out. Then you throw in 2. Remember, we started with 3 because we were building the layer. So what we were having was 1. So we throw in 3. So now we have 2 beads. Let's count 1, 2. Now we are going to pass in 2 beads. We're going to pass in 2 beads now. We throw in 1 and use 1 to cross. We throw in 1 and use 1 to cross. Now 1, 2. Then we're using this one to cross the bead. We're going to throw in this one, and this is the one we're going to use to cross the bead. So after throwing in the bead, then we're going to drag it. You see, we are building the bag. We are coming up. We are coming up. Look at it. We are coming up. It's no more flat again. We are building the bag. So this is the beginning of the bridge. You get me? This is the beginning of the bridge. We are building. So we're going to repeat this process. We're going to repeat this process. We pass in the thread through the first bead we could see. When you bring it out, what you do next is you bring two beads, pairs size 12. You bring in two beads, you throw them in, you throw them in, you throw the first one in, then you use the second one to cross. You use the second one to cross, and when you cross the bead, you drag. Make sure you're dragging so that it will be tight. Drag it like Mama Iyabo rapper when you're having quarrel, when you're having fight. Drag it. Don't pity it though. Don't pity the bead. Drag it. Make sure it's tight because this bag we need it to be very tight. These beads are big beads, so they need to be tight for them to stay strong. So drag it with your strength. That strength you use to drag semovita, akpu, fufu, pounded yam. Use and drag it. Make sure it is very tight. I know those that are not in Biafra land or in Igbo land will not understand what I'm saying about akpu and fufu, but just drag it. Make sure say you drag and sha. After you don't drag them, now some people will be like, she's speaking broken. Well, I'm tired of the English. I've been using the English from the beginning of this audio. Anyways, so after you're done dragging it, then you pass it again. You pass it through the first line you're seeing. You pass it through the first line where you see. You drag it again. You throw in two. You use one. You throw into. Look at what we are getting. We are already building the bridge of the bag. The bag is coming up. You're building the bridge of the bag. The bag is what is coming up. So please, for those that feel inconvenient, I don't have ring light, I don't have a stand. I just put the phone on top of my bed. So please, no bad comments, no haters. We're just starting off. This is our first video ever. So please, no bad comments. Please. All encouragement, all love, we the best. So you're going to do that. You're going to repeat this process. So right now, I'm going to allow you watch and see how you repeat the process. Thank you. So now we are done with the first layer of the bag. So you see how we have built the bag up to this point. So we are going to point three beads. You see one, two, three. So you're going to pass your fishing line through those three beads. They are just like you see them, they're like a pyramid. You understand? You see them, they look like a pyramid. You just have to pass your bead through them. So let's pass our thread through them. One, then two. You understand? You drag it. You just need one bead to put in between them because there are three already. Remember, the beads are about 4 4 4. So now you just need one bead to cross it to seal it up. Then start the next stage. You get it? If you don't get it, please don't forget about it. I keep watching this video. Don't forget about it, Pico. Watch this video. So now you're going to use just one bead and do what? You're going to use the crossover. Yeah, use a crossover to the next stage. Oh my god. So use a crossover to the next stage. So now we have sealed this first stage. Look at it. We have sealed it. Like is on period. We've sealed the first stage. You guys have sealed the first stage with me. So now we're going to start the bead with the second stage. I hope you get me. So you're going to start the bead with second stage. You're not going to pass the thread through anywhere. You see this thing I did now. I'm going to remove that thread I passed through, place I pass it through. You get? I'm going to remove it now. Look at it. Yes, I'm removing it now. I've removed it. So you're not going to pass the thread through anywhere. So they'll just be like this. They're just one bead. Now you're going to use 3 beads. I just showed you the 3 beads. You're going to use that 3 beads and throw it in. You're going to pass 2 in one rope, then use 1 to cross. You see, you pass 2 in one rope and use 1 to cross. You just cross and die. No, please don't die. I beg of you. Just keep watching my videos. Come back and watch. Come back and watch. Now you're going to drag it. Just like my Yaborapa. Drag her. Drag her very tight. Drag it. Now you pass it through at the first bead you're seeing. After passing it through the first bead you're seeing, after passing it through the first bead you're seeing, then you have to drag it. After you drag the thread, definitely, and the bead, very important. I've told you guys, we need dragging. Like all those power you use to drag celebrities, come and use and drag big and learn how to do something. Those powers used to drag and comment on people's posts. Come here and drag your beads with those strengths. With those energies, come and drag it. So now we have started the second layer of the bead. So we just finished the first layer. We are starting the bridge of the second layer of the bead. So we are going to throw in just 2 beads. Just 2 beads. So you're going to throw in just 2 beads. This 2 bead now. You're going to throw the first one in and use 1 to cross. I cannot emphasize on it more. So you're going to use the other one to cross. Now, when you cross it, you drag as usual. The dragging game. We're in the dragging game. Okay. So now you're going to drag and you're going to continue this process. You pass your thread through the first bead you can see. When you pass your thread through the first bead you can see, you drag it, then you use 2 beads. 2 beads, very important. 2 beads. Use 2 beads. You throw in the first one and then you throw in the second one. You use that second one to cross. You put another bead, then you drag. You drag. You drag. Then you continue that process. So I keep knitting the bag to the stage I want the bag to be, the size, the length, and everything. So this is the point I want the bag to stop, and I stopped at this point. So thank you for watching. Please come back and watch the next video.